Good morning, everyone. So, good morning, everyone. This is AICTE Pre-Rana Gate Coaching class hosted by Erode Sengundar Engineering College under the scheme of preparing SCST students for the higher education, especially for the GATE exam. So AICTE Pre-Rana scheme for preparing SCST students for higher education on especially for GATE class. For today's session, I'm going to handle you the network theory subject. Under this, we are going to see on the topic of network elements part 2. Already we have taken the part 1. So here we are going to see about the part 2. Myself, J. Sridhar, Assistant Professor of ECE from Erode Sengundar Engineering College. So here we are going to see the voltage division rule. So basically we will saw some of the rules and formulas. After that we are going to see some of the problems. So here voltage division rule. So here uh, series of R1, R2, R3, three resistance are there supplied by the voltage source V. So here a common current will flow throughout the circuit, and here a drop across the R1, R2 and R3 are developed here. So we need to calculate the drop across the R1, R2 and R3 called V1, V2, V3. So here we will calculate the individual drops by using this formulas called V1 is equal to total voltage into the individual resistance divided by the total resistance. So according to this formula, we are going to form the equation for V1, V2 and V3 individual drops. So V1 is equal to V total voltage into the individual resistance R1 divided by the resistance R1 plus R2 plus R3, the total resistance. So similarly, V2 is equal to V into R2 divided by R1 plus R2 plus R3. V3 is equal to V into R3 divided by R1 plus R2 plus R3. So here the individual drops formulas are developed here. So next we'll see on the current division rule. So here R1 and R2 are both resistance are connected in a parallel supplied by the voltage source V. So here the total current flow through the circuit is I. So this I can be splitted by this these two branches. So here current flow I1 is flowed through the resistance R1 and I2 flow through the resistance R2. So we need to calculate or we need to find the individual current flow throughout the resistance R1 and R2. So here the formula is individual current flow is equal to total current flow into opposite resistance divided by the total resistance. So according to this formula, we are going to develop the formula for I1 and I2. So here I1 can be calculated with the formula I individual total drop into the opposite resistance of R1 is R2 divided by the total resistance R1 plus R2. Similarly, I2 can also be calculated by I2 is equal to total current I into R1 divided by opposite resistance R1 divided by the total resistance R1 plus R2. So here with the above formula, we can calculate the individual current flow through the parallel circuit. So next one is source transformation. For the calculation purpose or for the easy calculation purpose, we are in the position to convert the voltage source into a current source. Can vice versa can also be the possible. current source can also be converted into voltage source for the calculation, for easy calculation purpose. So here voltage source can be current calculated. Voltage source has to be converted into current source with the formula, with the voltage source Vs and the series resistance Rs. So here the voltage source will be converted by the current source. So here the current flow through the upward direction minus to plus, and the series resistance will be converted as a parallel resistance, and the value of the current source can be calculated by the formula Is is equal to voltage source value Vs divided by the series resistance Rs. So then the current source can also be reconverted into the voltage source. Uh, uh, Current source is converted as a voltage source, and the parallel resistance will be connected as a series resistance with the value Vs can also be Vs will be calculated by the formula Rs into Is. Rs is resistance connected in a parallel, and Is current flow, value of the current source. So voltage source can also be converted into a current source, and the current source can also be converted into voltage source. And the next one is star to delta conversion. So here delta connection is there. Ra, Rb, Rc are the three resistance are connected in a delta connection, and R1, R2, R3 are three resistance connected in a star connection. In some of the problems or some of the calculation, we need to convert the delta into a star connection and star connection into delta connection. So here we have the formula to convert the transformation of delta to star and star to delta. So here the first formula is star connection, delta to star. So output value of the star connection is R1, R2, R3. So we need to calculate the value of R1, R2, R3, which is connected in a star connection from RA, RP, RC are connected in a delta connection. So R1 can be calculated with the formula is R1 is equal to opposite resistance. Opposite of the R1 is RB and RC. RB into RC divided by the total resistance RA plus RB plus RC. Similarly, R2 can also be calculated with the formula RA into RC divided by RA plus RB plus RC. And R3 can be calculated by the formula RA into RB divided by RA plus RB plus RC. So delta here, the delta connection is converted as a star connection. So we have calculated the value of R1, R2 and R3. And similarly, star connection can also be transformed into delta connection. Here we need to we will use this formula. So output resistance RA, RB, RC are calculated from the resistance R1, R2, R3 connected in a star connection. The formula RA is equal to R1, R2 plus R2, R3 plus R3, R1 divided by R1. Similarly, RB can also be calculated by R1 plus R2, R1 into R2 plus R2 into R3 plus R3 into R1 divided by R. RC is equal to R1 R2 plus R2 R3 plus R3 R1 divided by the resistance R3. So we will go with some of the problems. So in this given circuit, calculate the current through the inductance. So here we need to calculate the current flow through the inductor. And the solution is, so here we need to apply the current division rule at node A. So at node A we need to apply the current division rule so that we can calculate the current flow throughout the uh, inductance. So formula is current flow through the inductance is equal to I. I is equal to total current into opposite impedance divided by the total impedance. So here total current flow is 1 ampere, this value. So here two branches are there, 1 ohm and 1 j ohms. So we need to calculate the current value on this inductance. So opposite of this inductance is opposite impedance of this inductance is the resistance, 1 ohms resistance. So the total current 1 into opposite impedance is this 1 ohms divided by the total impedance 1 plus 1j. So with this formula, we can calculate the value through the inductance. And the next question is, for the given circuit, calculate the value of V1. So here the circuit depends upon, the circuit is connected with the dependent source. So here the circuit is connected with the dependent source. So V2, the value voltage value across the 5 ampere is V2. So first we need to calculate the current flow through the 4 ohms on this value, this branch. So with this current value I, with this current value I, we can calculate the value of V1. So here V1 is equal to 2 into I. So that we can calculate, so that we can proceed with this problem. And solution of the given problem is, using the current division rule, we can calculate the value of I, current flow through the branch, which is 4 ohms. So I is equal to the total current 5 ampere into opposite resistance. So this branch, opposite of this branch is this. So the value of this branch resistance is 4 plus the total resistance here, 4 plus 4. So no need to consider this 4 ohms because the total current flow through the resistance, total current flow following this resistance, this could not be considered anywhere. So we need to consider this branches only, because on this point only current will be splitting. So we need to consider only these two branches, not this branch. Okay. So current division rule, we will be applying the current division rule. I is equal to total current flow 5 into uh, resistance 4 divided by 4 plus 4 is equal to 2.5 ampere. So here we can so we have calculated the value of I. So the value of the dependent source V1 is equal to 2 into I. V1 is equal to 2 into I. So the value of I is 2.5. Substitute the 2.5 value here. 2 into 2.5 is 5 ampere or 5. So convert the dependent source into the voltage source. Convert the dependent current source into the voltage. So because we have to calculate the value of V1. So convert this voltage current source into voltage source. So here a parallel resistance 4 ohms is connected to the current source. So convert the current source into the voltage source V1. So Vi is equal to current value 5 ampere into the voltage value 4 ohms. So 5 into 4, 20 volt. So finally we have calculate the value of V1 is equal to 20 volt. Then the next question, will move on to the next question. Calculate the voltage value V across the panel, right? So here voltage V is, we need to calculate the voltage V value from which contains 2 amperes, 2 ohms and 5 volt. So solution is, we'll move on to the solution, and solution of the problem is voltage across 2 ohms. So voltage across the 2 ohms, we need to convert this current source into voltage source, so that voltage across the 2 ohms, 2 2 ohms is 4 volt, because V is equal to I into R. So current flow through the 2 ohms is 2 ampere, which is connected here. So 2 into 2, 4 volt. The total voltage. So here current flow on this direction, and here current flow by this 5 volt is on this direction, which is opposite each other, so here the total voltage can be calculated by V is equal to 5 minus 4, because both the sources are connected in a opposite direction. So V is equal to 1 volt. And the next question is voltage. We need to so calculate the voltage value V for the given circuit. So here 10 volt voltage source and 3 ohms resistance and 5 voltage source, so all the three are connected in a series manner. So we need to calculate the voltage across V, and the solution is voltage across 10 volt, because this 5 volt will be, this 5 volt will be disappear here. Listen, this 5 volt will be dissipated by this 3 ohms resistance, and will be total voltage 10 will be calculated by this V, because this terminal is parallel to this 10 volt source. So the parallel voltages are voltage is same on the parallel terminals. So this terminal A and B, this terminal is parallel with this 10 voltage source. So the value of V is 10 volt. Next, we'll move on to the next question. Two 2 Henry inductance coils are connected in a series and are also magnetically coupled to each other, with the coefficient of coupling being zero point 0.1. The total inductance of the combination can be, so here there are two inductance, two coils are there, L1 and L2, both are having 2 henries, both are having the values are 2 henries, and these two inductance are magnetically coupled each other. So the coupling coefficients between the L1 and L2 is zero point 0.1. So finally, we need to calculate the total inductance of this series combination. And here L1 is a coil 1 and L2 is coil 2, with the value of 2 henries. and we need to calculate the mutual inductance between these two coils. So to calculate the mutual inductance, we have the formula called K into root of L1 into L2. So here K is a coupling coefficients, and this kind of connection is called as series aiding connection. This kind of connection is called as series aiding connection, and mutual inductance M is equal to formula K into root of L1 into L2. So substitute the value of L1 and L2. 2 into 2, substitute all the values, so that the mutual inductance between the coil L1 and L2 is 0.2. Root of 2 into 2 is 4. So root of 4 is 2. 0.1 into 2 is 0.2. And the total inductance on this series aiding connection is L is equal to L1 plus L2 plus 2M. L1 plus L2 plus 2M. M is mutual inductance. M represents the mutual inductance, and the L1, L2 is represents the self inductance of the individual coils. So substitute all the values. L1 plus L2 plus 2M. 2 plus 2 plus 0.4 is 4.4 Henry. The total inductance of this series aiding combination is 4.4 Henries. And we'll switch over to the next question. Consider the network shown below with R1 is 1 ohms, R2 is 2 ohms, and R3 is 3 ohms. The network is connected uh, by the given diagram and supplied by the constant voltage source 11 volt. So here we need to calculate the current flow from we need to calculate the current flow from the voltage source 11 volt. So here the network is, so see the network. So here the network is symmetrical network. Here the network is, the given network is a symmetrical network. So this point and this point is only connected to the source. So here there is no current flow on 2 R2 and this branch R2 and this branch R2 and this branch R3 and this branch R3, because the current flow, the current will be splitting on here to here in this branch and this branch, and the current will be merge on R2 resistance in opposite direction. Current flow in R2 and this R2 branch and this R2 branch are 0, due to the reason current flow, equal current flow will be flowing towards equal current flow flowing towards the branch is 0. Okay, so there is no current flow on this R2 and this R2 as well as R3 and R3, because opposite currents are cancels each other. So there is no current flow on R2 and R3 resistances. So we can eliminate these resistance and our network will be like this, and our network will be like this. So here R1, 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 all the three resistance are connected in series, and here all the three resistance are connected in a series, and these two combinations are connected in a parallel. So the value of R1 is 1 ohms. So on this arm, R1 plus R1 plus R1. So 3 ohms resistance on this arm, and R1 plus R1 plus R1. So 3 ohms are connected in the total resistance of these combination is 3 ohms, and both the 3 ohms are connected in a parallel. So 3 ohms parallel 3 ohms. The value of total resistance R is equal to 1.5 ohms. The value of total resistance is 1.5 ohms. The total current I is equal to voltage V by resistance R. The total current I is equal to V by R. So 11 divided by the voltage value is 11, and the total resistance value is 1.5. 11 by 1.5 is 7.33 ampere. So the total current flow through the circuit is 7.33 ampere. And we'll switch over to the next question. For the given Y network or star network, calculate the value of R1. Calculate the value of R1 in the equivalent delta network. So basically, we need to, they have given the star network. So we need to convert the star network into the delta network. So on the star network, we have 5 ohms, 3 ohms, and 7.5 ohms. So we have to convert this into delta network. On the delta network, they are asking only the resistance value of R1, which is indicated here. So we need to calculate only one value of the equivalent delta network. And the solution of the problem is, so convert a star into delta network. So we will be considering the formula RA, RB, RC, or the resistance are connected in a delta network, which is calculated from R1, R2, R3. So R1 plus R1 into R2 plus R1 into R3 plus R2 into R3 divided by R1, and RB is R1 into R2 plus R1 into R3 plus R2 into R3 divided by R2, and RC is equal to R1 into R2 plus R1 into R3 plus R2 into R3 divided by R3. So to get R1 from the given diagram here, so R1 is equal to 7.5 into 3, these two resistance, plus 3 into 5, these two resistance, plus 5 into 7.5 divided by opposite of this R1 is 7.5. So divided by 7.5. So we'll calculate on this equation. Numerator will be 75 divided by 10 is 10 ohms. Divided by 7.5 is 10 ohms. R1 is equal to 10 ohms. And we will switch over to the next question. In this given magnetically coupled circuit shown in the figure, 56 percentage of the total flux emanating from coil one coil links to the another coil, and the value of mutual inductance in Henry is dash. So here we need to calculate the mutual inductance between these two coils. So for the for this we have given by 56 percentage of the total flux is developed here, and this 56 percentage is links from one coil to the another coil. So here we need to calculate the mutual inductance between these two coil, and the solution of the problem is, so the value of the self inductance value of L1 and L2 is 4 Henry and 5 Henry, and the coupling factor is 56 percentage. So convert the percentage into the numerical value. 56 divided by 100 is 0.56. So the coupling factor K is 0.56. And the mutual inductance formula M is equal to K into root of L1 into L2. So substitute all the values. So 0.56 into root of 4 into 5. So 4 into 5 is 20. Root of 20 into 0.56. The total value of the mutual inductance is 2.504 henries. So the mutual inductance between the 4 and 5 Henry is 2.504. And we'll switch over to the next question. A Y network has the resistance of 10 ohms each in two of its arms, while the third arm has a resistance of 11 ohms. In the equivalent delta network, the lowest value among the three resistance is. So here, Y network or a star network is given with the resistance of two 10 ohms, and the third resistance is 11 ohms. So we need to calculate the lowest resistance value of delta. So the solution is, we need to calculate the lowest value of the resistance. To get the lowest value of the resistance, the denominator value should be high and the denominator value should be high. So R1 is equal to 10 ohms, R2 is equal to 10 ohms, and R3 is equal to 11 ohms, which is given by the problem. So when we substitute the highest resistance value on the denominator, we will get the automatically we will get the lowest resultant resistance value on the delta connection. So we will use this formula. R low is equal to 10 into 10 plus 10 into 11 plus 11 into 10 divided by 11. So 11 ohms is the highest value among these three given resistance. So the total lowest resistance on this delta network is 29.09 ohms. So this is the lowest. So this is the lowest. This is the lowest value of uh, lowest value resistance from the delta connection, the resultant delta connection. And next question is impedance. We need to calculate impedance Z as shown in the figure. So here 5j ohms. So here there are three coils are connected in a series manner. 5j ohms, 2j ohms, and 2j ohms are connected in a series manner with a dot rule. So this is, we will consider this is L1 and this is L2 and this is L3. So here L1 and L3 are mutually connected and their mutual resistance is, mutually inductance is 10J, and L2, L3 are connected in a mutually and their mutual inductance are 10J. So we will so solution of this problem is L1, L2, L3 are three inductance with their individual self inductances 5j ohms, 2j ohms, and 2j ohms. So mutual inductance between L1 and L3 is 10j, and consider their dots. So L1 is having dot here, L3 is having dot here. So L1 and L3 are connected in series opposing manner because their dots are in a different position, and L2, L3 are connected in a series aiding manner because their dots are connected in a same places. So L1 and L3 are series opposing, L2 and L3 are series aiding. There is no mutual inductance between the L1 and L2. So don't consider this one. So the total impedance on this circuit is L total is L1. Individual self inductance is L1 plus L2 plus L3 minus series opposing, right? So we will include 2 into M13 plus 2 into M23 to substitute all the values. So totally we will get 5 plus 2j plus 2j minus 20j plus 20j. So the total impedance is 9j. The total impedance among this circuit is 9j ohms. So in this way we can solve this problem. So thank you so much, and I hope it will be the session is useful to you. Thank you. Thank you a lot.